Greetings, class. I just wanted to take a few minutes of your time to provide you with an overview of Module 3. Now, recall that in Module 1, we focused on leadership principles, and in Module 2, we focused on the change theory. Module 3 will focus on population-focused change and engagement that includes the topics of collaboration, partnerships, and team building. The module will cover how to engage stakeholders in the areas of population health, as well as how to engage internally and externally within organizations. The key is to break down those silos and determining how we can make connections with the outcomes. All right, so we are going to look at the nuances of change and the nuances of engagement. We know that both are critical for successful population health practice. So as we dive into Module 3, I would encourage you to look at the Institute for Healthcare Improvement Psychology of Change paper. This is such a critical piece to really understanding change and knowing how individuals react to change so that we can become more effective in our leadership practice. You're also going to be taking a look at stewardship, the stewardship guide that is posted within the site. And this guide is going to help you as you're doing some of your exercises for this module. We're also going to take a look at some of the chapters that are listed within the module. I would like you to familiarize yourself with those readings and think about how those aspects can impact population health and the shifts in healthcare. This module, you are going to complete a story of self and a story of now. Both are key factors in really engaging and connecting with individuals and connecting the why that you're doing with what you're doing. It's important to stay grounded in the so-called why because so often we get distracted with the priorities in healthcare, reimbursements, requirements, regulations, etc. And really the priorities are narrowed down to impacting outcomes. We need to hold on to our particular guideposts and engage with individuals with that shared vision of the why of your work. Remember that your focus as leader in population health is on engaging individuals to help them understand population health and why it's important. So within this module, you'll have an opportunity to apply leadership skills in engaging individuals in population health practice. So keep that in mind as you're reading through the materials. Module 3, as I mentioned earlier, does include the Psychology of Change framework, and I do want you to take some time to look at that white paper that is part of our readings. Again, this report is very instrumental, not only for population health, but for change in general. I want you to think back to when you read the Future of Nursing report and the role of nurses with regards to change in order to make a difference in healthcare. Again, this ties in with this module because you're learning those nuances of shifting and really working on changing the culture of healthcare. With Module 3, you'll also be completing the story of self and the story of now. We're not quite to the point where we can do the story of us. That's going to come after you complete your presentation and do some of the groundwork. The Rethink Health document will help you do the story of now as well as the story of self. Module 3 also includes an assignment link for the stakeholder map. You will be looking at stakeholders, and this will be instrumental again as you're developing your final presentation. So looking at those individuals that you want to engage to build your population health practice. Now you can do this at the unit level, you can do this at the departmental level, you can do this at the interdepartmental level or facility-wide. It's based on your locus of control and where you want to focus or start implementing those culture changes as far as population health practice. We're also going to do another virtual field trip within this module, really looking at engagement tools that will help you move your population health practice forward. The key in any kind of engagement or any kind of change or behavior or any type of leadership practice is really building those relationships and the tools that are helpful to build that relationship, right? So we'll take some time to discuss those concepts across one of the discussion boards. Remember that the content folder will help you as you move forward and you're putting everything together. There are excellent resources embedded within the module for you to access, and they will be valuable as you complete your final presentation. Remember again that all of the assignments that you're working on will be included in your final presentation. I encourage you to ask questions. I would love to see excellent dialogue across the different discussion boards this week. And again, please do not hesitate to reach out to me if you have questions, and I look forward to an interactive week. Thank you so much.